game 2 tonight between Team Lowdown and the Glass Cleaners. Lowdown at 0-2, had some tough losses to look to respond, and we are off. And Khalifi controls it for the Glass Cleaners. And
Lowdown's had a rough couple of weeks. They've been very good on the court, but just can't pull out a win despite having some fantastic performances from Nate Smith out there.
Yes, Nate with a monumental game last week as his team came up just short. He'll look to have a repeat of last week. Here's Honeycutt, who was a good facilitator last week for Lowdown. Briars with it.
That was a nice pass there from Luke Briars. Dave Keenan just couldn't come up with it.
And Gumbo will bring it up the floor for the Cleaners. Top of the key, finds Khalifi. Looks to drive. Finds Garrett, who's been their leader on offense this year. Now back out to Gumbo on the perimeter. Garrett Brooks with it. Just inside the arc, working on Nathan Smith. Khalifi with it. Now on the perimeter. They're leaving him wide open, and he doesn't want the shot. Now back to no ISO. Gumbo with the little one-handed runner. He took some contact.
A little extracurricular at the end of that
We
shot.
saw some apologies during the play, but no foul was called. Seemed to be some incidental contact there, but certainly could have been called. Now Nathan Smith with it, a little sloppy from Lowdown here. David Keena has it back to Smith. He'll go up with it.
Good
Can't
pass
get it
from
to
Dave.
go. Was a good pass from Dave. Now Nathan Smith with it, backs it out. Briars, shot fake, drives on Khalifi, fade away, won't go. Rebound by Nate Smith. Out to Honeycutt, wide open. He'll take the three, won't go. Khalifi with the rebound, and David Keena fights for the rebound. Khalifi looked like he might have gotten hit in the face and appears to be okay.
Dave's
Took a
playing
shot
with some
there.
energy out there. I mean, Zach was just in his way.
And it'll be a jump on this end between Khalifi and David Keena. It'll be controlled by the Cleaners as Nate Briars controlled the rebound. He'll have it, top of the key, driving in on David Keena. He looks to back him down into the paint, loses the handle, finds Khalifi. He'll go up, won't go. Garrett Brooks with the rebound. Back out, Briars, long two. Might have stepped into the contact. The foul will go his way. David Keena looked upset about it.
Yeah, I mean, that was an ugly shot. Whether there was contact or not, that ball was never going in. Nate kind of got bailed out on that one.
So Nate Briars at the line, off the front iron, and the free throw struggles continue. Second one, no good. Rebound controlled by Briars. Luke Briars, I should say. Gotta keep all the same name. David Keena does a good pass, can't quite control.
They
It'll
just
be a
can't hold on
turnover.
to it. I mean, they're finding him down low. He just hasn't been able to get a grip. Hopefully that changes for him because he's got the looks.
Yes, and what we saw last week was David Keena getting himself in good positions to score, but couldn't supply the finish. But he'll try to do that tonight going forward as Lowdown's still scoreless. Now Briars on the drive, won't go, and Luke Briars the other way. Back out, Nathan Smith, hill drive, got fouled, and count the basket. It looks
Fantastic.
like, or they're saying on the floor. No, they are counting the basket. Foul on Nate Briars, and Nathan Smith cash in on the three-point play.
Fantastic and one for Nate there. I mean, way to finish through the contact.
Smith can't get it to go, and it'll remain locked at 2-2. low-scoring start. Garrett Brooks had 42 week 1. Now it's the Briars back out to Garrett. Garrett, top of the key, working on Nathan Smith. Back, Gumbo, long three, won't go. Rebound from Nate Smith. Sam Honeycutt will bring it up the floor for Lowdown. On the drive, loses the handle a little bit, regains it. Finds Nathan Smith, guarded by Garrett. And contact there. Good block from Brooks, but it will stay here on this end with Lowdown. Honeycutt to bring it in. Rocking the Colin Sexton jersey. Got to get it in, and that'll stay with Lowdown. Good defense from Khalifi. Referee creating some space down here. Now Honeycutt to bring it in once more. Luke Briars will control it. Working on Khalifi. Trying to back him down. Picked up his dribble. Got to find someone. Good pass to Honeycutt and a good finish.
Lovely find there from Luke Briars. Sam, however, losing down some sportsmanship points, didn't dap up his teammate.
Lowdown's going to need to continue. Good finish. Garrett Brooks.
Over Nate Smith.
Circus shot over Nathan Smith. Back to 4-all.
You don't see that every day. Nate's a big man.
Now Nathan Smith on the drive. Picks it up, finds David Keena. He'll look to get into the paint. Well, good defense and a wild pass. And it's out of bounds. Turnover for Lowdown. And it will be Cleaner's ball. Khalifi to bring it up the floor. Immediately looking to go to work. And another turnover. A little sloppy on the offensive end, both ways. Some turnovers early.
Yeah, you can tell Garrett's already getting frustrated with these turnovers. This is something he's harped on these past 2 weeks. He does not want to see that continue.
We need to be careful. He's going to have to be working on Nathan Smith, who we talked about his offense, but he's a good defender as well. Now David Keena needs some help. He's going to go up with it, and it won't go. Well defended by Nate Briars, and the Cleaners will have it. Gumbo up the floor. Now back. Khalifi with it on the drive. Back out. Looking. Working on Luke Briars. Good defense both ways tonight. No easy points. Nate Briars, a long three, and he buries it. Big shot.
Right in Dave's face.
Actually,
when a big man can shoot like that, this is just a dangerous combination.
very valuable asset to the team if he can keep knocking down some shots like that. Get some offense going for the Cleaners. Now Honeycutt with it. On the drive. Finds Luke Briars. He'll drive. Floater, got it. Good shot there. Lowdown cuts it down to 1. Now Garrett Brooks the other way. Working on Nathan Smith. No ISO Gumbo with it. Back out. He's got a chance. They're giving him the open 3 if he wants it. He won't take it. Back to Brooks. Good ball movement, but a big block from Honeycutt on defense. Now Lowdown will control it the other way. Honeycutt top of the key. On the drive, looking to work on Gumbo. Back out to David Keena. Can't get it to go. Good follow and gets to finish. That's what you need out of him.
Yeah, way to get his own board right there. Got to follow the shot. It's fundamentals. I've been taught that since 4th grade. Any middle school basketball coach would be just pumping their fist right now after that one.
The value of following the shot, creating the second chance opportunities, and we see it there from Brooks, though it will be a turnover as the pass went a little wide, and the turnover struggles for the Cleaners continue.
Yeah, Garrett led the league in turnovers last week. I think he had 9. I mean, it was not pretty. So hopefully he can really shape up.
Cleaner's going to need to clean it up here. And Nathan Smith brings it in and a good finish. Lowdown up 3. Now Garrett Brooks will bring it up the floor at midcourt. Top of the perimeter. And he'll work on David Keena here. Back up to the top of the key. Back to Brooks. Still working on David Keena. Got Nate Briers will put it up. Won't go. Rebound. Sam Honeycutt. And he'll control it for Lowdown and bring it up the floor. Nathan Smith, a good defensive start to the game. Going to look to get it going on offense in the same way that he did last week, working on Garrett. A tough guarding, but he takes it in and gets the finish. Nathan Smith, 5 seconds remaining. Khalifi going to go quick, can't get it to go, and it will be Lowdown's ball with just under 2 seconds remaining. They're going to have to get something quick. Gets it in. Smith will put it up. It won't go. And we don't have a buzzer, so I really can't tell if he got it off. It seemed like he held it too long, but it does not matter anyway as it won't go. And Lowdown will take a 5-point lead into the end of the first quarter, looking to get their first win of the season.
Now, before the season started, we heard a lot of talk between some of the players on these two teams. We saw some back and forth between Dave and Zach. We saw Garrett talk a lot of trash about Dave as well. Right now Lowdown's got the best of them, but we'll see if Garrett can really cash in on those free point allegations that he threw out at Dave.
Yes, it's certainly the storyline going into this. These two teams, of course, they're all friends, but when they're out here playing an SPBL, it's intense. And
a lot of camping going on out here. A lot of camping, Will.
I had an opportunity to talk to Nathan Smith before the game at a local coffee shop, and I asked him how he thought that he could follow up his 49-point performance last week, and he said that he wasn't too worried about how he could score. He was more focused on his defensive game plan and how he could limit the offense of Garrett Brooks. And that seemed to be where his focus was. And so far, that's paid off. He's done a really good job on the defensive end.
Yeah, he did score league record points last week. But he's held Garrett in check for the most part. Garrett's had a couple turnovers so far. So we'll have to see how this continues. I do got to ask, though, do you often go out for coffee with the players of the league? And why haven't I received an invitation, Will?
Well, I don't know if it's normally during your working hours because, this league, the salaries aren't quite high enough. Sometimes the commentators have to find other jobs for the summer. But you're more than welcome to join us anytime. Now, Sam Honeycutt with it for Lowdown. Working on Gumbo. Now Luke Briers with it. Top of the key, finds Honeycutt. Thought about a 3, now he'll drive. Working on, now he's double team, might need some help. Splits the defense, finds David Keena, and a foul is called against Nate Briers, and that will send David Keena to the line.
That's a pretty soft foul. There was definitely contact. But that's a foul that we've seen been let go all night. So kind of surprised that one was called.
And the first one will go for David Keena.
Ball don't lie, I guess. Made that one.
Now for the second. And it's off the front iron. Rebound control for the Cleaners, and Garrett will look to go quick, and he fires it out of bounds. And some talk between David Keena and Garrett, as we saw earlier. Some trash talk the other way. Now Keena returning the favor. Nathan Smith pulls the 3. It won't go. It looks like that will be with Lowdown as it was last touched by Briers.
Yeah, good play there by Dave. And, I mean, Dave made an early play for the Trash Talker Award in week 1. Looks like he's going to continue that campaign here against Garrett.
Yes, there's going to be some talk between these teams, and Lowdown so far getting the better of them. Honeycutt, good move and a finish.
Just kept that foot moving, kept pivoting. Gumbo, he lost the ball. He just could not follow.
Sam Honeycutt had a good performance on offense last week and continuing that now as he's starting to show up in the points category, which is what Lowdown will need. Now Nate Briers, the little runner, will go.
Nice floater there from Nate. I don't know why he has to float it. He's taller than anyone else out here, but here he goes.
It's working for him, and he's been the best offense for the Cleaners tonight so far. Sam Honeycutt looking to drive, working on Gumbo. Finds David Kina. He'll drive, can't get the finish. He'll go back up with it, won't go, but the third opportunity will go. And the second chance points for Lowdown paying off.
Second, third, and fourth chance points there. Glass Cleaners got to live up to their name, got to start getting some boards. Dave Keena's been a man on a mission all night.
Sam Honeycutt controls it. He'll take it on the Euro step, and it's into the camera setup. We'll have to get that fixed for you real quick. It's a nice Euro from Honeycutt, but could not get the finish. And it'll be Cleaners ball. Khalifi to bring it up the floor. And the referee trying to fix the camera. As Khalifi has it top of the key. Swings it out to Gumbo. Briers finds Khalifi. Zach on the drive, working on Honeycutt. Goes up, and Sam Honeycutt.
Another big block from Sam. He's been a force down in the paint. Not what you would have expected today, but here we are.
It's been all over it on the defensive end. Really both ends of the floor for Lowdown. And Khalifi with it, top of the key. Finds Brooks, working on Nate Smith. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Smith controls it for Lowdown the other way. Nate on the drive, finds Honeycutt. Honeycutt to drive, dishes it to Briers. He thought about a shot. Pass to Kina. Good ball movement, but perhaps fired the pass. Dave wasn't expecting it. And quickly the other way. Brooks had a good look at it, couldn't get it to go. Now Nathan back the other way quickly. He'll go up with it, and he'll get the finish. Nathan Smith. And a timeout called by Glass Cleaners as they find themselves down 10. Lowdown has brought their A game today and has got the Cleaners on the ropes in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Glass Cleaners really haven't gotten a lot out of Garrett Brooks right now. They've been struggling, or he's been struggling for most of the game. Nate Briers, on the other hand, has been fantastic offensively. It looks like the Glass Cleaners are going to have to start relying on other people outside their main playmaker, Garrett, for some points today.
And yes, on that same point there is Lowdown last week, perhaps their downfall was having to rely on one player too much for offense, but they distributed it a little bit more on the offensive end today, and certainly Nathan has still found his way onto the score sheet, but they certainly look to be a much more complete offensive team today.
Yeah, I mean, Nate's been good, but he hasn't been as the lights out force that he was last week. And I mean, it hasn't mattered. The Lowdown has found other ways to score. Dave Keena's been a man on a mission. He's had some slippery fingers down low, but he's had some tenacity in the paint. He's gotten his own boards. He's gotten the second, third, and fourth chance shots, and it's been the difference. Lowdown's been doing great. They've played with a lot of energy tonight.
And yeah, it's a 10-point game. Lowdown up 19-9 on the Cleaners, and they called timeout just to see if they can work things out and clean up some of the turnovers and get the offense going. We'll see what they can do here. They'll have it on the side. And it'll be Garrett Brooks to inbound. And Khalifi has it at midcourt. Back to Brooks on the perimeter. working against Nathan Smith. And out to Gumbo. He'll attempt a long 2. Won't go, and Honeycutt with the rebound. Khalifi will put some pressure on him. Looks like they're going to maybe go into more press. Honeycutt, not phased, gets the floater to go. That was good defense there from Khalifi, but Honeycutt with a good take.
Yeah, not much more Zach could have done there. He forced a hard shot, but Sam came through.
Brooks on the tip. Honeycutt with some frustration there as Brooks is able to get the put back.
We would like to remind our players here that it is a family program.
Now Honeycutt with it. Looking to continue his offensive surge tonight. He's working on Briars. They're putting some pressure on him. Glass Cleaners have turned up the heat a little bit on defense coming out of the timeout. We'll see how Lowdown can handle it. And deflected. It will be Lowdown ball. Khalifi seemed to think it was going off on Lowdown, but it will stay with them on this end. Now Keena in the corner. David Keena finds Nathan Smith. Thought about a long 3, won't take it. Now for 2, blocked by Briars. Good defense, and now Garrett looks to go quickly the other way. Straight at David Keena and the finish.
Straight through Dave right there. That's the Garrett that they've been needing.
It's what they're going to need if they're going to get back into it. Now Smith with it. Lowdown. Now up 8. Still in control, but the momentum's starting to shift toward the Cleaners. We'll see what they can do here. Now Honeycutt with it on the drive, takes it in, can't get the finish. Rebound controlled. David goes back up with it and gets the finish. And the Glass Cleaners, who are billed as a big rebounding team, we've seen them make teams pay with second chance points, but Lowdown has been the one controlling the boards tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a man that wants to win more than Dave Keena.
And Garrett with the 3. It is a 3, and it will be a 7-point game. And he's starting to get going on the offensive end. Now Nathan Smith needs help. Will find Honeycutt, top of the key, now working on Khalifi in the corner, trying to get it into Briars. He will. Briars working on Gumbo, turns, finds David Keena on the cut, can't get the finish. Good ball movement, but the finish was lacking. Now Khalifi quick the other way, and he finishes. And the whistle was blown, but Zach Khalifi, you gotta love the sportsmanship. He waves off the foul that would have sent him to the line for an and 1, but he will get the basket.
I think he might have been worried that it had been called on the court there. He did not want those points wiped away.
Certainly not, but I will have to agree with him. It didn't really look like there was much contact there.
Yeah, one way or another. And that gets ruled an inadvertent whistle.
So now Luke Briars with it on the screen. He's got a wide open 2, and he hits it. And Luke Briars getting into the game on offense. And Lowdown back to a 7-point lead, 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, good shot from Luke there. We didn't see a lot of him last week, but it's good that he's making his presence felt today.
Khalifi with the turnover, and it will be David Keena the other way. Can't get it to go. And Brooks was able to interfere with him there, even if he couldn't get back to block it. Forces the miss. Now Gumbo on the drive. It won't go. He goes down. Back up. Now Zach Khalifi. A little bit of chaos in the game now. Khalifi on the drive. Won't go. Tipped around. Controlled by Lowdown with Briars. Honeycutt the other way. They'll slow it down. And Nate Smith will control it for Lowdown here. He'll go on the drive. Puts it up. Won't go. Tipped. And it will be Cleaners ball as we approach the 1-minute mark.
Yeah, I mean, Nate's been blocked like an ex-boyfriend tonight. Like, he has not been able to get anything through.
3 won't go from Brooks. We've seen Nathan making it hard for him to drive, but he's been giving him the open shots. Can Garrett make him pay? He hit one earlier, but he can't get that one to go. Now Honeycutt with it. Finds Briars. About 30 seconds remain. Lowdown holds on to the 7-point lead. Back out to Honeycutt. Looks for the pass. In. And it hit him right in the face. Both guys, you could see some sportsmanship there from Honeycutt. He fired the pass right into Gumbo's face, but he appears to be okay.
Yeah, honestly, some great defense there from Gumbo. Like, way to put his body on the line. Like, he's just got that dog in him. Like,
he really does. I mean,
he's a fan favorite for sure.
Willing to use any part of his body to get the defense done.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, it stays with Lowdown there.
Back to Lowdown now. Lowdown. Smith with a big three to re-extend that lead to 8. 13 seconds remaining in the half. Cleaners will likely hold for the last shot.
Good to see Nate get back there. I mean, he's been struggling a bit offensively. Good to see him get a shot down.
Oh, and block from Dave. Brooks will put up a three. Bang!
Oh.
Banks it in to end the first half. He got it off, too. Oh, for a second, there was some confusion. I was looking at the time. The shot definitely counts. It was definitely off. The referee called it that way. I think he thought the shot was being called off. But the three will stand for Garrett Brooks, his second of the game, as he got some offense going late. And the Cleaners cut into the lead. It will be a 28-23 lead for Lowdown entering the half. And
yeah, this is a tight game between two teams with some bad blood between them. Like, even in the preseason interviews, we saw that tension, that animosity come out.
we are back for the second half between the Lowdown and the Glass Cleaners, and it will be Lowdown ball up 5, and Honeycutt will bring it up the floor. At midcourt, work at top of the key, finds Briars, he'll attempt the three, and that's good.
Oh.
Luke Briars for 3.
Fantastic shot.
He's been effective when he's had those shot opportunities. They'll look to continue to get him the ball. And now Brooks will attempt another 3. That's off, and back out to Gumbo. And the Cleaners will reset. Finds Briars, working on David Kina. Off the screen, he'll drive. Back out to Gumbo. Gumbo from the free throw line won't go, and
Couldn't quite
Nate
get it
Smith will drive it. Now he'll pull it out for 3, and in and out. But David Kina controls the rebound for Lowdown. Some contact there. He saved it somehow. Smith goes in, he'll get the foul, and he'll have an opportunity at the line.
I mean, Luke Briars was sitting on that three-point line, wide open. Not another man in his zip code that entire possession. Lowdown's lucky that they got to the line there because they missed out on some potential 3 points.
Nathan Smith has been good at the free throw line this season, as we've seen some struggles across the league, but he has been on from the line this year. And he'll
There we go.
get both, which is something that we have not seen happen too many times in this league. Now Garrett Brooks brings it up the floor at midcourt. They've been giving him the 3 if he wants it, but he's hit 2 tonight. Now Khalifi with it. Back out, working on Honeycutt. He'll take the 3, and it's off, and it'll be Luke Briars on the rebound. And he'll dribble it up the floor. A little risky pass, but harmlessly to Nathan Smith. Now Briars on the open 3 again. This time it won't go. Good rebound from Honeycutt to tip it out. And now he'll find Nathan Smith open, back to Briars. And he'll find it back out to Nathan Smith. He'll attempt the three, and that's good. Nathan Smith from downtown. And it's now a 13-point lead for Lowdown. And Cleaner is going to need to find an answer on offense to get back into this one.
Yeah, Lowdown pulling away fast. Cleaners might run into the same problem that the Scrappers have, where they don't have a lot of volume scoring. They can get good points, but Lowdown probably just going to outpace them.
Khalifi there with the 2 points. Cuts it to 11. Now Honeycutt the other way. Top of the key. Looking to drive. Finds Kina. David Kina with the long 2. And gets the roll. David Kina. They gave him the open shot, and he hits it. And it's back to a 13-point lead. And 5:20 remaining. Cleaners look to claw their way back into this one. It's the Briars working against David Kina. Will back him down. Finds Garrett Brooks. He'll get the 2. And the Cleaners offense starting to pick up here.
A lovely little layup there from Garrett. Fantastic finish.
Now Nathan Smith the other way, working on Garrett. They're not going to give him any easy points. Good tip out again from Honeycutt. Finds Briars on the rebound. And he'll work it against Khalifi, top of the key. Or perimeter, I should say. Now Nathan Smith. Way downtown, won't go. But Briars controls the rebound. The second and third chances for Lowdown continue. They've been all over the boards. And Smith in and out on the 3, a bit unlucky. Looked good from here, but it'll be Cleaner's ball, down 11. And a chance to cut it to single digits here. Briars will back down Kina, and he throws it away. There's another turnover from the Glass Cleaners, and the Cleaners are gonna need to clean up these turnovers if they want to get back into it. Now Briars has it, finds Honeycutt, and he'll bring it up the floor for Lowdown, holding on to this 11-point lead. Honeycutt with it. Lowdown looking to slow it down. They'll be content to go a little slowly here as they have the lead. Back out, Luke Briars thought about a 3. He'll drive now, goes up, can't get it to go. David Kina pulls in the rebound for Lowdown. Good steal from Zach Khalifi. He'll take it the other way. And I can't tell what the call was.
Looks like a block.
He signaled. It looked like he.
Yeah, that'll be a block on Sam there. What?
It looked like he signaled block, but pointed in the other way. May have gotten the signal wrong.
I think both refs signaled a block, yet here we are with the charge.
He signaled block, but pointed in the direction of Lowdown. But I think it will be a charge, and it did look like Honeycutt was set there.
Yeah, I'm not upset with the call. I'm more just confused by the lack of clarity.
It was a little bit of confusion, but it will be Lowdown ball. Honeycutt on the drive. Foul is called. It'll go against the Cleaners. Looks like it will not be a shooting foul. It'll be on the floor, so Honeycutt will bring it in for Lowdown, holding on to their 11-point lead. And Lowdown will keep it this way. Honeycutt giving some instructions to his team to get more movement on the inbounds. They'll find David Kina here in the corner. He'll work it around toward the top of the key. Now back. He'll drive on Briars. He'll back it out. Kicks it out to Briars. His three-pointer won't go. And two teammates fighting for the rebound. They'll control it. Sam Honeycutt out to Nathan Smith. He'll throw up the 3. It won't go. And this time, Nate Briars does control the rebound for the Cleaners. He'll work it the other way to Khalifi. Controls it. Goes up with it. Can't get it to go. Now quickly the other way. Lowdown with it, and they'll slow it down. Now Honeycutt with it. Finds David Kina. Working against Nate Briars here. Steal from Brooks, but Kina will control it. Get it out to Nathan Smith to avoid the turnover. Now Smith on the drive, gets it to go in.
Great finish, driving past Gumbo there over Garrett. It's hard to stop that one.
And it's back to a 13-point lead for Lowdown. The Cleaners here. Khalifi with it on the drive, goes up. Oh. Good block from Sam Honeycutt. It's yet another block. The go-ahead pass to Briars. He puts it up and puts it in.
What a
and Lowdown up 15 now. Now Nate Briars will take the three, won't go. Tipped out, controlled by Luke Briars for Lowdown. He'll go up, won't go. Nate Briars to Garrett. Now Garrett Brooks puts it up, won't go. Khalifi rebound. Stolen away by Nathan Smith, and he'll take it the other way. Smith pulls out for the three, won't go. Luke Briars with the rebound. Lowdown, yet another offensive rebound. Now David Keena open. Nathan Smith again for three. Bang! It goes in. And it's 18-point lead for Lowdown.
Yeah, you're going to struggle to find time. You're going to struggle to find a time when Nate misses two of those threes in a row like that. I mean, you're going to give him two open shots. You better expect one of them to go in at least.
Rebounding's been a big key for the Cleaners this season, but it's been their kryptonite tonight. Lowdown has made them pay with the offensive boards. Now Garrett Brooks with it, looking to work on Nathan Smith. Back out to Gumbo. Guarded by Luke Briars. Hill drive. Spins, good move, puts it up, but won't go. But a foul is called, and he'll have an opportunity at the line.
Yeah, Gumbo's been searching for that foul all night. He's had a lot of contested layups. He's drawn a lot of contact, but that's the first time he's been sent to the line.
It's a good move there, and he'll have an opportunity to cash in at the line. And the first one is good. Nothing but net. Second one is off. Tipped around, and David Keena will control the rebound. He'll find Honeycutt. Under a minute remaining. Now Honeycutt has it. They're leaving him open on the perimeter. Lowdown will be content to run some clock here. The time on their side, they can afford to slow it down. And yeah, I think Garrett has a point here. They need to start putting some pressure, try to force some turnovers. Time not on their side. A foul will go against Gumbo of the Cleaners, and that will send Honeycutt to the line.
Yeah, they're down 17 right now, Will. If they're going to win, they got to make a move and soon, because this lead is going to be all but insurmountable soon.
First one is good. The bank is open late tonight, and Sam Honeycutt cashes in. He buries the second. It's now a 19-point lead, and Cleaners going to need to get something here to have some momentum going into the fourth quarter. Largest lead of the game for Lowdown. Brooks, who's been somewhat held in check tonight, will put up a three, and he banks it in. And that's a big shot there for the Cleaners. Now they're going to have to put something up quickly. He fires it, but it won't go. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter, with Lowdown leading it 47-31, a 16-point lead, but big shot there at the end of the half for the Cleaners to get some momentum back.
Yeah, I mean, 16 points is a huge deficit to have to make up. I wonder what the Cleaners are thinking here. Do they try to go for it, or do they just throw in the towel early? I mean, you don't want to see them quit on this, but you got to be smart. With a lot of season left to play, you don't want to get any injuries here.
Certainly, they'll need to shut down Lowdown. As you can see, it's 47 points through three quarters. And, again, last week we can't stress it enough. The big downfall for Lowdown was just not getting enough offensive production outside of Nathan Smith. But that has not been the case tonight. They have looked like a complete group, and they look like going into the second half of this season, they look to make a statement.
Yeah, Nate has not been on a historic pace tonight, but it hasn't mattered. Lowdown's been great. They've had scoring from all four of their players, which is something that we did not see at all last week. So they've been playing together as a unit, which is really something that they've been needing to work on. So clearly, once they all find their way, once they all come together like that, they're a force. They're a force to be reckoned with.
As we approach the beginning of the fourth quarter, Lowdown controls the lead, but Cleaner is going to look to get back into it here. Garrett Brooks, top of the key, working on Nathan Smith. He's done a good job defending him tonight, limiting his production. Now Khalifi with it, working on Honeycutt, fires it to Gumbo. He's got it working against Luke Briers. He'll back out for a three, won't go. Rebound, fights for it, and I do believe that will be Lowdown ball, and looked like it was last touched by Brooks. Honeycutt will have it. Now Nathan Smith to bring it up the floor. Nate on the drive, and he does not get the finish. It's a good move, but can't capitalize. Now Gumbo the other way to Khalifi. Good pass in to Brooks, working on Briers. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Sam. Sam Honeycutt bring it up the floor for Lowdown. They'll slow it down a little bit here. And some aggressive defense. David Keenan will go on the drive. Oh, a wild pass, and Nathan Smith can't control it, and it'll be a turnover.
Yeah, some sloppy play on both sides these past few possessions. Hopefully we can see everybody clean it up a little bit.
Works on the quick move and finishes.
There we go. Garrett does not struggle to find a way in when he's looking to finish.
And certainly what I think we're going to start to see down the stretch is the Cleaner start to put more pressure on Lowdown and force them to have to act quickly, try to force some turnovers, because they've had a good start to this quarter, but they've got some ground to make up. Now David Keenan backs it out, working on Nate Briers, finds Honeycutt, top of the key, pressured by Khalifi. He needs some help. He'll take a timeout. Lowdown just going to talk things over as they still have the 14-point lead under 6.5 minutes remaining. And a 47-33 lead. Luke Briers controls it, top of the key, working on Gumbo. He's guarded. Now David Keenan with it, fakes the three. Now he'll drive, and a foul called will go against Gumbo for the block, and I believe that will send David Keenan to the line.
Yeah, Gumbo, last season he was the league leader in fouls. We haven't seen him foul a lot, but he does have a reputation of being an aggressive player. Though, I mean, sometimes you got to wonder if his bark is worse than his bite.
Yes. David Keenan at the line. Can't get the first one to go off the front iron. Can't get either to go. Brooks on the rebound, and he'll look to go fast. He'll immediately drive straight away, gets his own rebound, can't get it to go. Tip won't go. Back up with it, and finally it will go.
I think that's a fifth chance point right there. I mean, I wasn't counting, but Garrett definitely just upped his rebound statistic.
Now, Sam Honeycutt right the other way. Good crossover. He'll look to drive and finishes. Oh. Great move by Sam Honeycutt.
Yeah, they call him Honey because he moves so sweet. You know what I'm saying, Will? What a cut from old Sam.
Indeed. And now Briers on the other end can't get it to go. That's some aggressive defense. Oh, and he just throws it.
I don't know how they didn't get called on a foul.
It could have been a foul, but it isn't called, and Cleaners will have it. The tip from Garrett, fighting through all four defenders, but can't get it to go.
Just not enough. Can't get enough of a hold on the ball to get up, get a shot. Just trying to tip it back in. Doesn't go.
And now with 5 minutes remaining, Lowdown will look to slow it down. Khalifi putting some pressure on him, but he's doing a good job staying calm, controlling the ball. Now David Keena looks to do the same. He'll dribble it around the perimeter. Now back to Honeycutt. And Glass Cleaners going to have to try to force a steal somehow, some way here. Well, David Keena with it. Looking on Nate Briers. That's got to be a foul. And yes, Nate Briers had been treading on thin ice these last few possessions, but he finally does get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, Nate's been reaching all up in on Dave's grill. I mean, it's about time that this foul's been called.
And now, Nate Smith will inbound it to Honeycutt in the backcourt. And again, this possession has taken nearly a minute here, and this is exactly what Lowdown's going to look to do to close it out. Honeycutt dribbles it in, picks up his dribble, going to need some help, finds Nathan Smith, will drive, won't get it to go, putback won't go, and now the Cleaners the other way. Garrett will go up with it, and he'll finish. Nice move. And Honeycutt will get it into David Keena. Under 4 minutes. He's going to need some help, and he'll find Nathan Smith. Foul called on Zach Khalifi, to his dismay and disbelief. But
yeah, the Cleaners have definitely become more aggressive in this fourth quarter, and that's what they got to do if they want to win. But it's still a long way to go. A lot of ground to make up.
I mean, in some ways, committing a foul isn't. Of course, you don't want to commit too many fouls, but if you slow things down, a foul stops the clock, and it can send them to the line where we've seen some struggles on the line this year. And Khalifi appealing the call, though it did look like there was a lot of contact there.
Yeah, it looks like Khalifi received a lot of the contact there. He is clutching at his nose. Seems like he got hit.
Certainly a collision between the two, and Honeycutt can't hit the free throw. And this is going to be interesting down the stretch. Do the Cleaners consider committing more fouls to try and make Lowdown earn it at the line and not let them just run the clock out? But you can't give up. The rebounds there and an offensive rebound. Lowdown. Smith will take the three, and it goes. And Nathan Smith, just a smooth shot.
He just does what he does. Shooters shoot. Nate Smith is as shooter as they come.
And it's back to a 15-point lead. And Brooks starting to get it going on the offensive end here. That's another good move. Good finish for the Cleaners. Now Honeycutt, as Lowdown will again continue to look to run some clock and close out this win. And yeah, you got to start to see some pressure from the Cleaners here, and that's what we will see. Possibly even try and force a steal. Smith will go up with it and puts it in, and Nathan Smith looking to close it out. He's starting to come alive on offense here down the stretch. Some contact there, no foul. Nathan Smith the other way. Now Smith will work it on Nate Briers. Nathan Smith. He's got to work it here. He'll drive again. Reverse layup. Won't go. Khalifi the other way. Now Brooks the other way on the quick drive. Good steal from Sam Honeycutt to stop the fast break.
Yeah, great defensive play there from Sam. Didn't quite get the ball back, but I mean, he stopped the momentum there. Garrett's a dangerous player in transition.
Sam has been a force on defense tonight, and a timeout's taken by the Cleaners. So they didn't have any play there. Brooks will bring it in underneath. They'll find Briers. He'll go up quickly, won't go. And he puts it up, won't go. Puts it up again, and it will go this time. Nate Briers. Good job here. Honeycutt will drive it in. Going to put some pressure on them. 2 minutes remaining. Lowdown looks to close it out. Nathan Smith on the drive, puts it up, won't go, tips it back out to Briars. Back to Honeycutt. And Lowdown will reset as we're under 2 minutes. And it's in to Nathan Smith working against Gumbo. He'll drive, puts it up, puts it in, and one. Count the basket. Nathan Smith with a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, and I mean, I know the cleaners got to foul. They got to start preventing these easy layups, but if they're gonna foul, they gotta foul, and that's just no soft.
Yes, I think
we gotta have more from Gumbo there.
At this point, it might be a little late for it. As you made a good point, fouling doesn't work against you, but you gotta make sure they don't score the bucket too. Certainly can't give up 3-point plays. And lead is now 16 for Lowdown, and they'll look to see this one out as cleaners at this point. You just try to get some offense going, to build some confidence as you head into the next game. Now Honeycutt will bring it up the floor. Now out to Luke Briars. He'll drive, puts it up, off the front iron, won't go. Now Garrett Brooks quickly the other way for the cleaners. Loses control, but he'll gather it. Nate Briars puts up a quick three. Bang! Wow. Big three.
Deep three.
Nate Briars.
And those points went to the wrong team.
So get it corrected here. It's 57-44, 13-point game, and Lowdown will look to close it out. He'll go on the drive, won't go. David Keena gets the rebound, and again, just too many offensive errors. The turnover, Khalifi the other way, and the layup, no good. Brooks puts it up. A foul is called. It'll go against Honeycutt, and it will send Brooks to the line.
Well, this game is long over at this point, but it's good to see both teams still playing hard through the whistle. I mean, that's what makes this league interesting. This game may be over, but both teams still want to put out a good showing.
That's a good point. That is certainly what the SPBL is about. These two teams embody that spirit, that tenacity, and the fight all the way till the final whistle sounds. And the first one is good. It's now a 12-point game. Second one is off. Nathan Smith gets the tough board over Briars. He'll send it into Luke Briars. Didn't they already use it? And a timeout is called. Technical foul. Okay. For
Garrett
a second,
with a strategic technical here.
Because that's what I was wondering. It looked like, I'm not sure.
I don't know. You definitely said it.
Honeycutt called the timeout. I did not see that.
Honeycutt.
So that will be a technical foul, and it's certainly what you don't want to do. The old Chris Webber play, and they can't capitalize on the free throw though, but they will have the ball, and a quick three, you never know what'll happen, but they will need to go quick. Briars puts it up, won't go. Brooks with the rebound, puts it up, won't go. Nathan Smith controls the rebound. And Lowdown can likely dribble it out if they want to, though. Cleaners still going to make them play out these final 15 seconds. But now Nate will dribble it out, and the clock slowly winds down. And with that, Lowdown has officially claimed their first win and improves to 1-2. And a complete team effort gets them back on track heading into the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, big games tonight. We saw the last undefeated team fall. We saw the last winless team rise. So, I mean, this league is shaping up to be anyone's. There's no team that's a clear favorite at the moment. Anyone can beat anyone on any given day.
And I think that's an excellent point because, I mean, even week one, we saw the Blazers take a huge loss to the Glass Cleaners and kind of set a tone about where teams might be ranked in the league. But here we are at the midway point with the Blazers sitting at 2-1. Now the Glass Cleaners down 1-2, I believe. But, it's been a good league. Certainly some parity. But here we are after the game. Once again, that final score, 57-45
That's accurate either.
in favor of Lowdown.
I saw some scores changing.
You're right. The score was changing. That was actually accurate. Stephen Keena did.
I think he got it right. At one point,
lower it back.
At one point, he did. I believe a 3-point basket went to the wrong team, but I think the scorers table, got it all corrected. But once again, Sam, welcome in. Thank you for joining us, and congrats on that victory.
Thanks.
And what was the key for turning it around for you guys to improve to 1-2 going into the second half of the season?
I don't know. I thought we were playing some team basketball. I thought we were moving the ball pretty well. I'm fairly happy with my performance besides the turnovers and an inadvertent timeout call, which I don't know how that happened. I guess I just have a thing for it in this gym. But thought everybody played pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Played some tough D.
Yeah, it was certainly a team effort from you guys, and that will certainly serve this team well going forward.
Yeah, I mean, we hit on it all game how much every player on your team played their roles so well today. Now, usually Nate Smith is taking the lead in the scoring, and he still probably led the team today, but he didn't put up the historic numbers. Like, how did his role changing today affect your team chemistry?
Yeah. He did a really good job on defense on Garrett. That was a big matchup. Holding him to 45. Garrett's a beast. Nate's a beast. Garrett probably had 28, but for him having 28 and the team only scoring 45, Nate locked him up. Obviously playing help defense, but that's where he really made the difference tonight. Obviously, he's always going to put up points, but lock up on Garrett as much as he could. That's what the difference in the game was.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Nate did a really good job. Garrett's a hard player to stop for sure.
And yes, once again, it's Lowdown taking that one by 12 and getting the season back on track. They had some tough, heartbreaking losses earlier this season, but now right here, sitting 1-2, but looking very, very strong heading into the second half of the season. Sam, congrats on the performance. Thank you for joining us, and good luck on the rest of the season.